Good morning. So, I have a thought I've been working on for a while. It takes a little while to get things to go. Um, it's regarding a cultural behavior that is going on within the gaming communities. And this has been, I've seen a lot of different people talk here and there in chat groups and a lot of other places regarding this. And I have my own personal opinion on it, and I thought I'd kind of put it forward. And it has to do with um, part of the generational problems that are happening today with, you know, it's going to come. I know it is. It's me screaming, "Get off my lawn!" I'm the old man. I know, but the young kids are acting like idiots. Gen Z is just off its rocker, and they have not been doing very good. Um, as a Gen Xer, we did our thing, but there were too many other Karens that we let it go by. We didn't stop them from saying let's give them participation awards. I didn't like it, but I should have spoken louder. Anyway, now it's even worse because we have Gen Z. And yes, Gen Z, you're worse. And you're down to the point where you look at things and you're like, society was at a tipping point and we are on the fall. we we hit the tipping point and society is going quick. It is. It really, really is. Um, anyway, let's get to this little point on the gaming community. And what it is that the entire community, as well as society in a whole, is consumed with the idea of breaking cultural norm, in going against the grain, in doing things the wrong way on purpose. And not just because they think it's a good idea, but because they love the idea of screwing with people. And it's gotten to the point where it's the growth of evil, because I honestly believe there's a level of enjoyment that they're getting from this. Okay, it's not just that they've been raised and they're not getting proper uh, manners or anything like that, and now they're being raised to be violent and so forth. No, they're actually enjoying being evil in a way. If you want to get all the way down to basics of good and evil, they're enjoying this evil. And the evil that I'm talking about on the games is there's there's a lot of different ways it happens. There's a lot of hacking that's going on. There's a lot of cheating that goes on. And hacking is one thing where they go into extra programming methods to get around things, but the other is just cheating, just in general cheating. And cheating isn't just, oh, I'm doing something that goes against the rules. I'm doing something that isn't right. I play a couple of games. One is Team Fortress 2. And another game it's an IO game I get kind of addicted to. It's diep.io, diep.io. It's a cool little game. It's a little tank game. But the point is that there's different modes in it, and some modes are a free-for-all where everybody's out for themselves. And other modes are team modes where you're part of a team trying to accomplish a goal. And the thing in Team Fortress is they have these phrases where they are berating you for being somebody who stays within cultural norms of compassion, cultural norms of honor, cultural norms of just, I'm going to do this. This is what we're going to do. We're going to follow the rules. We're going to walk on the right side of the road. We're going to, have everybody walking on the other side. They're going to be on the left because they're on the right side of the road. We're going to do this. We're going to follow these rules, these unspoken rules, to have peace. And it on a legal sense, on a completely legal sense, every one of these people are addicted to committing the criminal act of disturbing the peace. That's what it is. They are addicted to disturbing the peace. You play a game that is a Team Fortress 2. It's right there in the name. Team. You are playing a game that by design has one team here, and you both have a goal you're trying to achieve. And you're both trying to achieve that goal. And what happens is you get into these games and you get saddled with random people and they're going off to do whatever they want. They're not actually trying to do the achievement. They're not trying to do the goal. They're trying to work around and do this wacky thing and all this other stuff. And it's like, okay, I understand that people might want to try something different and try something new, but there's a complete disregard for the happiness of others. I'm going to give you the analogy of non-video game style here. Let's say it was soccer. You, on your computer, started a game, chose the game. So then you ran that program. You then connected to the internet to talk and interact with other people. You chose to do this. You chose to do this specific game, this type of game, not a million other games you could do. You chose this one because of what it is and what it's designed and how it works. You chose this to go work with these people and connected to a server. And there are a whole bunch of different servers that you could go on. You did that. In real life, you chose to do soccer. You chose to get in your car, drive to a coordinated point that has been set up for playing soccer. There's all these different fields. You looked at all the, I want to play on that one. I want to play on that field. And I'll get thrown on whichever team, and that's going to be a good thing. And I'm going to go, and then you get out on that field, and what do you decide to do? I want to play like I'm playing football. That's what these kids are doing. I want to play like I'm playing football. It's like, why? Well, why can't I? It's no big deal. It's a casual game. It's a this. I just want to come do this. And it's like, you have a complete disregard for anyone else who has also gone and done all of these things for the joint happiness of society as a whole. We came out here to do this, to play soccer. If you want to play football, you could do, well, I want to use a soccer ball and I want to be on a soccer field. Okay. Then you could always go get some friends and say, hey, I want to do this new thing. Or if you show up at a field and you talk to everybody there and you say, hey, I want to do this different thing, you could talk to people. But no, that's not what they're doing. They're not trying to do it in a very peaceful way. There's things that you could do in order to facilitate what you want, but you're not. And this is why I'm saying that there is a sense of pleasure that they get from pissing everybody else off. They get out there on that field and they start running with the ball under their arm. It's cheating. But it's more than just cheating at the game. Forget cheating at the game. They're cheating everyone else out of the fun that they were expecting to have. We're supposed to be working as a team. Nobody's covering my back. Nobody's doing this. What's going on? And there's all this animosity that gets built up, and people get upset because we're here to do this thing. The free-for-all games are the absolute opposite. So instead of being, okay, it's everybody out for themselves, and it's like, okay, I got to watch everybody. It's like, no. Now you have a bunch of guys who show up and go, we're going to go here, and they set up an outside the thing, a Discord or a voice chat or a video chat thing or something where they're coordinating with each other as a team in a free-for-all area. And now their fun is to gang up on everyone else. So it's still cheating. You're cheating people out of their time, out of the money. I don't care if it's the cost of electricity to run a computer. You're cheating them out of the time, the money, their life. You're cheating them out of their life to go and do something that they wanted to do to bring some enjoyment to them. And you are there to get your enjoyment by ruining that for them, by disturbing their peace, by destroying it, by taking it away. This has flowed into every aspect of this entire generation as far as I've seen. And I know it's not everyone, okay? I can walk out the door, go to the store, I can have a nice conversation with people. You get on Twitter, it's the complete opposite. It's different worlds, okay? Okay? And you see, but you know, I go to the school meetings here and you start getting a bunch of crap that you see on the internet and you're like, why is this coming here? It's all of these people just wanting to disturb the peace in times like today when things are so equal. The most minute little, oh, you offended me, you did this, becomes an atrocity. You said the wrong pronoun. That's verbal violence. And you think about it in any other time and you're like, dude, the level of, you have no idea how ridiculously stupid and petty and minor, even if what you're talking about is a true bad thing, let's say it's bad to misgender people, even if it is such the most minute, tiniest, littlest piece of crap, nothing dust flake of an insult to somebody's being, but you're making it out to be an absolute atrocity. And that's what's going on today. They are addicted to creating these atrocities. They are addicted to the train wreck. They're addicted to it so much that everything has to be that. And now, whether it's video games or standing in the middle of the street to block things to oh, we're going to stop fossil fuels and it's causing other people pain. Plastic bag bans. The whole reason isn't to try to solve any problem. It's to have a fight. It's to have an argument. It's to create a huge inconvenience in somebody's lives. It doesn't solve a problem. It's not solving global warming. It doesn't solve anything. It doesn't have any effect on any of that. What it does do is it means that people have to bring bags to the store and you forget them in your trunk. And it's constantly, oh God, I got to bring the bags and I got to do this and I do that. And no, you can't do this. And now it's a huge, you've disturbed my life. You've upset my peace and you were able to do that. You know? And they get the enjoyment from that. It has nothing to do with saving the planet. It has everything to do with I was able to do something to piss somebody off. And they actually enjoy it. And I can reason out a million different ways of why they're addicted and what it is. I do know that it does seem to be a tendency that the reason they're doing it is because these are people who are worthless. They are literal burdens on society. They provide no benefit to society. Okay? They really, really do. For every single one of them, I don't care if they're in the workforce, if you look at them, what are you doing to make society better? How are you making it better by making it all confrontational like this? Are you making things better right now? Because the idea is that basically you're destroying peace. You're destroying serenity for the sake of making things better. But it's never getting better. You just find something new to destroy peace with. You never let people just have peace and then go do something and say, okay, why don't we just have a calm conversation? No, it has to be a fight. It has to be a fight. So, not going to prattle on forever, but that's the thoughts here. It's mostly from my experience, maybe not every one of them, but mostly from my experience, it's you have an entire group of people who they have no value to society, so they have to invent one by destroying everybody else's lives and then claiming it's for a greater good. So, take that as you will. Go ahead, throw your insults. Ready to hear them.